No flames? You're just tacking on too much.
Once you get past the brimstone taste, it's not bad.
It might give you that extra strength. You never know. You might turn into something funny. I mean,
I think you and I have done enough turning in this game. I don't want to turn towards the demons anymore.
Alright, well,
that's fine.
stream's been running here for the last minute or so, so let's kick it over. I figured that was a funny part of the conversation to segue into things with. But hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. I am Lord Z, your host and GM, DM, whatever you want to call it, new school, old school. Big note right off the bat, hit my goal of 20 followers. Thank you, Trooper1880, for that. Super appreciated. New goal will pop up for next week. It is episode 21, which means we are just over 5 months in this wonderful world. And let's go ahead and jump over to introductions. As always, Mike, you are first.
Hey, episode-wise, we're old enough to drink. That's awesome. Hey, guys, I am Mike. I'm playing Godric. I am a Goliath cleric. For those who don't know, Goliaths are made of stone. But we still look like humans. And cleric. I'm a holy cleric. So I like to keep people alive. Well, life cleric. Excuse me. Life cleric. Like to keep people alive and vanquish the evils of the world. Hopefully we can do some of that tonight after we get out of these cages in this damn arena. Why? And, yeah. Find our gear. Get the hell out of here. Continue our quest to go home.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Always the task-oriented, level-headed one. Next up is Pam.
Hey everybody, I am Pam. I am playing Holly, or Miss Holly, as my team calls me. I am a half-elf sorcerer, and I'm just trying to get the hell away from the cell and this place that right now I don't even know why we're here, to be honest. And hopefully get back home and fight as little as we possibly can, because we're kind of in a struggle right now. So hopefully we can push through and survive. And yeah, that's all for today. My goal, at least. We'll see what happens.
Good goal, good goal. Shout out to Ricky Too Cold. Thanks for the follow and dropping in on the chat there. Always appreciate the love from fellow streamers. Next up on introductions, we've got Willie.
Hi, I'm Eric playing Willie the Barbarian. I'm in my cage right now, hoping to get out, do some damage, possibly eat something. We got the new rations. I'm looking forward to that. Creative ways to fill that quota. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Alrighty, next up is Jeremy. Who might be muted.
Fitz! Fitz!
Can you hear me now?
There you are.
Alright. I'm Jeremy. I'm playing the Azamar Paladin. I am here to chew bubblegum and kick butt. And right now in this cell, I'm just chewing bubblegum.
Sounds
When we last left, he was actually snoring logs. That's probably what took him so long to chime in.
you guys have been like fighting and trying to find a way out, and he's just like, I'm taking a nap. I want my spell slots back. Last but not least for introductions is Yindris.
Max. I play Yindris Nightclaw, the Dragonborn fighter, and I'm here to fuck shit and fuck shit up.
Alrighty, sounds good. Anybody watching the stream, the reference Willie made towards rations is I'm going to implement a new rule off. I got it from Baldur's Gate 3 and some chat forums that I monitor for help being a new dungeon master, in that our players are going to need to consume a full ration or a full meal per day in order to get all of the beneficial effects of a long rest at the end of that day. Simple rule, just adds another layer of mechanics, something that I'm going to have to keep track of, so I'm probably going to regret it here shortly. But yeah, I did give them the courtesy of assuming they've eaten a full meal during the day that they're currently in, because this current day I think has been like the last 6 weeks of play roughly between the caves and now the prison. So I would assume you had a full breakfast before you started messing around with all of that stuff. All right, but we left off in the prison. Previously, Yindris, Holly, Godric, and Bear, the dwarven prisoner, all got thrown into the arena, Bral's arena, who recently got overtaken by a fiendish horde. And they got thrown in the arena. They had to fight a Naga. They made it through the fight all right, got a little extra gruel out of it, basically. And you guys started attacking the beholder, and Yindris was like, this isn't working because we don't have weapons, and was like, hey there, big boy, why don't you come on over here, and convinced the beholder to approach her cell, and is hesitantly intrigued at this point. The last persuasion check he made rolled a 6, and that's where we cut off last week. So we are top of the order. Godric and Willie, you guys have a split second to do something that may or may not affect what the beholder does next.
At this point, I think I want to just let this play out. I think the last thing I did in our previous game was try and coax it towards Yindris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had been doing that. I'm kind of looking at the initiative order because you guys were kind of in combat, so we were kind of following it. So that's what I'm looking at. Is just you and Willie would be up before the beholder. So if you wanted to continue doing that, if there was something else you wanted to do to try and coax the situation.
Can I use my thaumaturgy cantrip to cause the flames to dim slightly everywhere in the room, kind of take on a little bit of a pink hue, kind of get the mood going a little bit?
Okay.
When a squid monster loves a snake person, it's kind of horrible and terrifying.
I'm not even going to look up thaumaturgy to see if that's possible. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's possible. And yeah, so
it says cause flames to flicker, bright and dim, or change color for 1 minute.
Okay, perfect. So you're dimming them to a purplish hue, correct?
Okay. That is correct, yes.
I could go in and actually make the screen turn purple, but I'm not gonna, or pink, but I'm not gonna actually do it. It would take like 5 minutes for me to remember how to do it. So, okay, so the room dims and gets like that reddish pink hue to it. And you said you wanted like some ambient noise as well?
Oh, no, I was just singing for your guys' enjoyment while I did it. Yeah, Willie has no performance. He would only hurt in that aspect.
Okay. And what about you, Godric? You up to anything?
That's kind of where Godric's at. Is I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck it up if I start messing with it more than I already have. So I'm just gonna kind of watch the show.
Okay. We move over to the beholder, who has an uneasy feeling about the last thing Yindris said to it. And then the lights just kind of dim and turn a different color, and just kind of like and takes a step back, kind of turning every which way, like what's going on right now? Bishop Foreman is still quiet in his cell. Bear is now snoring on his bed. He doesn't really care what you guys are doing. He's a fighter through and through, and he's not fighting, so he's sleeping. Fitz, what are you up to?
I am gonna sing some Barry White.
Sing some Barry White. Okay, go ahead and give me a performance roll at advantage because of the dimmed lights.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Miss Holly. Firebolt!
I don't know what to do with it. I thought we were doing good with seduction over here.
You
I
guys
don't
were,
know.
and then
I'm,
there wasn't a great roll, so now it's kind of like,
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna throw a little acid on it. So let's do acid splash on the little beholder, just for fun, to switch around a bit.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of disappointed. I'm gonna lie.
Go ahead and roll damage. And you know what comes next. Oh no, that's not what comes next.
Oh.
Hold on. Gotta roll some dice on my side.
Miss Holly, I think you owe us a D20.
She did
Yeah.
roll one, it wasn't a 1. But
I did.
Oh,
okay.
I was really hoping for a 1.
No.
Getting hit with acid, he jumps back to the middle of the room and his eye tentacles go off. Or his eye rays. The first one is gonna hit you, Holly. And nothing happens. The second one hits you, Godric, and nothing happens. And the third one hits you, Holly,
Of course, of course.
and you fail. You are restrained.
Wait, wasn't she still in love with him?
No, because he looked at her, and we determined that because of his anti-magic cone, that removed the effect.
Yeah.
Apparently, his own gaze can remove his own effects.
Mm-hmm.
So that third blast goes off, Miss Holly, hits you in the chest. You fly backwards, slamming against the back wall, taking 1 bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained.
I just look at the beholder like, and that's it.
Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so you are restrained by his telekinetic grip until the start of his next turn or until he becomes incapacitated.
Well, with that much, he doesn't look like he's that hurting. So
Yep. And
sounds like you're probably going to be waiting.
Moving through combat order, Yindris, you are up again.
Oh, since that last little check failed, I'm gonna try it again. But I'm
Okay.
gonna move back up to the front of the cage again. Because apparently moving backwards, he did not like that at all.
Okay. Any
So,
persuasion attempts you make will be at advantage due to the mood lighting.
And the berry white. Come on, I'm helping.
And the berry white, yeah.
the
That's a
persuasion.
26.
Yep, go ahead and make persuasion.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, and what do you say to it?
I'm gonna say to the cage, sorry, come back. Come back. He's gonna like move his hand and usher him to come back over.
Okay.
Baby.
Do you want to do anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Godric, go ahead.
Once again, in the efforts to not fumble things, I want to shift over towards the corner here, out of the path of the door, and just kind of keep an ear out, trying not to get blasted again.
Okay.
That's it.
Willie.
Yeah, I really don't have a lot of anything to do, so I'm just gonna stand there and watch.
Okay. We come around to the beholder's turn. Very much still enticed by Yindris, he moves forward to the cage door. One of his eye stalks reaches out and gently caresses across your cheek, and it gutters out something in one of its languages. An insight check will determine if you can recognize what the language is. I don't think any of you actually speak it, though. Yeah, none of you speak that language. Fitz and Willie, you both recognize it as Undercommon. Keep getting these error pops. I don't know what's going on. With that, we come around. Fitz, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna keep. Does he seem to like it, or should I go to the hillbilly Barry White and start singing Conway Twitty?
I mean, he didn't start shooting at you as soon as you started singing, so
All right, well, I'll stick
that's
with
usually
Barry
a good
White.
sign.
Right. Okay, I'll stick with Barry White.
Okay.
He might not like the twang.
Okay. Miss Holly, you are no longer restrained.
Yay. So I'm thinking.
Okay.
How does the ceiling look like?
The ceiling in your cage or in the common area?
No, where I am right now.
In the cage, it's about an 8-foot tall ceiling, flat, made of brick.
Same material that the cage, like everything surrounding us.
Yeah. Brick walls, brick floor, brick ceiling. It's a standard prison cage.
You know what? Well, what's the worst thing that can happen if I try to do a firebolt to a wall to see if I start pushing the wall, breaking the wall, something like that?
The worst thing that could happen is you fuck around and find out.
Let's fuck around and find out.
Okay, and what are you shooting?
I'm gonna go for the wall where, well, I can't see what we have behind us.
So, like, over here, over here,
I can't see you.
there's an arrow on the screen. In your cage.
I don't see it. Now I see it. Yeah, like right there.
So you want to try and firebolt the wall right there.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, I'm going crazy in here.
Roll a straight d20.
Oh boy, here we go. Yay.
I need it.
Did it do it?
I need it in the chat box.
I
There
know,
you
I
go.
keep doing that.
Okay.
God, okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oops, I have the
I
little
got it.
B.
I'll take it off.
My bad.
For those at home wondering why I made her roll a straight d20, it's because she is a wild magic sorcerer, and every once in a while her magic fights back, and that's dependent on a dice roll. Some funny stuff happens though. The first time it happened, she grew a beard made of feathers and needed to sneeze to get it to go away. That was a good time.
That's not fun stuff.
Okay, you firebolt the wall, and it leaves a large singe mark on it. There's no apparent damage to the wall.
For now, that's it for me.
Okay, Yindris, you are up.
Um, while he stuck his tentacle into my cage and stroked my face, I'm gonna take one little finger and just gently stroke the tentacle that's stroking my face to not have him get angry and back away again, just to a little enticing.
Okay,
Take a sip.
roll. Man, you guys are really making me do this, huh?
Not you guys.
Fair.
Some of us are just letting it happen.
That's just as bad. I'd say roll performance.
Advantage or no?
Yeah.
Are you saying Yendris is faking it?
I'm saying she needs to be meticulous about what she's doing, and she knows that.
I'm being very cautious.
Yes.
If I take one wrong move, it's all over. I should have just been a bard, guys.
He's shy.
It's not too late. Just saying.
I mean, you're
You
trying
know,
to
it's
entice a
multi-class.
creature that either reproduces asexually or by means of magic, so you got your work cut out for you.
You know, as long as I'm keeping him distracted, it's fine.
That's true.
All right, so you gently stroke the eye stalk as it strokes your cheek. Anything else for your turn? Was that a no?
That's a no.
Okay. Godric, Willie, you guys got anything?
No.
I think everybody's
No.
just grossed out at this moment.
Okay.
I'm morbidly curious. Not gonna lie.
Oh, well,
I,
look at that. Not everybody's grossed out.
The-
Okay.
I mean, like,
Not for a
I
friend, for the beholder.
I want the thing to go away and die because it's evil. Most beholders are. But at the same time, this is the means for us getting the hell out of the cage. So,
Or it's going to kidnap you and put you in its own cage, and then you're all sex slaves.
oh no,
No.
ain't none of us actually seducing
No.
it except for Yerndris. So,
Yeah.
I have no expectations of that happening.
So, the two of you, Yindris, you and the beholder, you share a moment wrapped in each other's stroking embrace.
Oh,
Trying to find words. Yeah, you share a moment in each other's stroking embrace, and as you stare into the beholder's eye, you see a look of longing, not passion, but longing. And after but a moment, the beholder snaps back and away, and the door to the chamber flings open,
oh,
and the Wanty pitmaster steps back in with his Armonites. And the pitmaster walks forward and begins looking around, and stops and looks at Willie and Fitz and kind of inspects you two and nods and grunts and turns and leaves with his Armonites. No sooner than they leave, the beholder. I'm going to get rid of this cone. We all know how it works. No sooner than they leave and the door shuts behind them, the beholder comes forward but doesn't get right up to the door and strains. Like you can see all the muscles around its mouth strain, and finally it pushes out. Friend.
Aw,
Oh,
Lonely.
Yindris, he just friend zoned you.
He's
yeah,
just
that's kind of
lonely, guys.
that was cold. Beholder, you're cold.
Anything you
Yindris is
do.
he's gonna look at the beholder and he's gonna go, friend, back, and just stare at him.
He hovers another foot forward, just within reach, and just kind of rests an eye stalk on your cheeking. Friend.
God damn it! Now I like him.
And then backs
I
away
know.
to the middle of the room and starts looking
Are
around again.
are we really adopting an NPC right now?
Whatever we gotta do to get out of here.
You've already
Hey,
got a
look.
name picked out for him, don't you, Willie?
I mean,
is it lunch?
Dinner.
we ended up befriending a tree ant. How do you think we have a living ship? So, I mean, it's not a horrible idea.
Fitz and Willie, I need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Yindris, did you eat the food the Hadazee gave you last week?
Did not.
Okay.
Constitution saving through Constitution.
Front page, right hand side, con.
I'm good.
You think you're good.
25 doesn't do it, then I've got a new character ready.
Touche.
I got two.
To be specific, you are not good. As the minutes pass by, both of you can feel the muscles in your body kind of seizing up and restraining your movement. It starts, you just feel sluggish and you think that you're tired, but then you can't bend your fingers and then you can't bend your elbows. And as the minutes pass by, you're just becoming paralyzed. At a certain point, for comedic value, your paralyzed body may or may not be able to maintain balance and you fall onto the ground and are lying flat.
How quickly does this happen?
You feel the first effect and you are full-blown paralyzed within probably 2 to 3 minutes after that.
Okay.
So it's pretty quick. It doesn't hurt you. You don't take any damage. You just become paralyzed.
Between when I notice this happening and I'm fully paralyzed, I want to try to wave the beholder over to me, saying, "Come here, friend, come here." And if he does, then I'm going to use my lay on hands to heal him from the damage we've done so far.
So as you wave at the beholder and come here, friend, he looks back at Yindris and friend.
Yindris is just gonna nod because he's gonna say friend.
Okay. Yindris, make a persuasion roll with advantage because you are its friend to convince him that Fitz is also a friend.
Well,
Okay. Hey, that's good enough. It was a super easy DC to beat. Just had to make sure. So he
yeah.
does walk over to the cage, and as he comes up to the gate to you, Fitz, friend. Getting much better at saying the word friend now that he said it a couple of times.
Okay, and before I fall over, I place my hand on the side of his face next to his eye and just channel the healing energy into him and then tip backwards.
Okay. Did you drop that on him?
No.
Okay. It's on your character sheet. It's just like rolling an attack, but it'll heal him.
Yeah, sorry, give me a second. I'm
No worries.
still not used to this.
So that happens as you channel your lay on hands energy into the beholder to give him some of his hit points back before falling back paralyzed. Is there anything you want to do in that time frame, Willie?
Willie's just gonna try to like break out of the cage as he like becomes more stiff, basically.
Okay, so that'll be strength check at disadvantage because your body is tightening up on you. You still rolled a dirty 20. All right. Were you attacking the cage or were you trying to like rip the door off the hinge?
Just rip the door off the hinges.
Okay. So you don't manage to rip the door off the hinge. However, in the 2 minutes that you're trying, you do manage to bend one of the bars a little bit. Not much, just noticeable.
Good about
Not
that.
enough to put a crease in it or even a point on the far side, but you can definitely tell that gap is just a little bit wider than the gap next to it. And as you
Okay. Yep. That's it. I'll seize up at that point. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So they are down on the ground, paralyzed, unable to move or speak. Anybody else doing anything?
Can I? What's the bed made of?
It's a standard straw bed. It's got a wooden frame and it's just got a bunch of hay straw piled on top of it. Nothing super comfy.
Can I grab the bed frame and kind of push it with all my strength so with this goddamn like gate thing, door, whatever, to try to bend the bars or do something to them?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check.
I mean, I'm mushy and all, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Squishy, not mushy.
Same thing. Strength.
Left side of your main tab for a regular check.
Oh. No.
Okay, so you pull the bed out to the center of the room and you kind of line it up like a battering ram and you run forward with the bed at all speed and it just connects to the gate. Nothing happens.
Great times. And then I just put the bed back. Great times.
Godric, you up to anything?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go over to my bed and I'm going to pull a Fitz and just lay down and rest.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Because at this point, like,
Beautiful. 20. As you walk over to your bed, you see some of the bricks in the corner of your cell look off. That'd be these bricks right here.
Well, then in that case, I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me. So a minute or two has passed since Fitz and Willie have passed out, or been paralyzed rather. The Pitmaster and the Armonites come back in, verify that you guys are in fact paralyzed, and they open the gate and take the two of you with them, along with Bishop Foreman. Being paralyzed, unfortunately, you three will not have a chance to resist.
They learned from me.
Yes, they did. Investigation. The bricks, they just look weird. They don't look like the rest of the bricks in the cell. You're not sure what's up with them. Like, you can't
Can I try
figure
and?
out why they look different. You just know that they look different.
Okay, I'm gonna go against my better judgment and try and see if I can grab push pull.
Okay. Um, Straight strength or athletics. One of the two. It doesn't really matter which.
Strength.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
The
a little
brick.
weak.
Yeah, it's been a long day. You're tired. You got
Yeah,
dragged through the caves. You fought a horde of the undead. Then you fought the Naga. You haven't eaten since this morning. You're tired. The brick you choose just will not give. It's wedged in there good.
yeah. Okay, well then I'm still gonna go back to the. I had enough movement, I think. Go back to the bed, just rest and contemplate on those bricks a little bit.
We're out of combat here. So,
Yeah,
Willie and Fitz, you guys, just kind of tucked underneath the Armonite's arm like a suitcase or something. Get hauled down the hall, downstairs, through some tunnels, a couple different rooms. One of the rooms you can see used to be like a dining hall type area. Um, Two of the other rooms have one is full of armaments, weapons, and the other one is full of armor, shields, that kind of thing. Um, the room with the weapons has a blacksmith with a Cambion working the forge, putting and fixing some crude weapons. Um, and then the next room you go into has it's like you walk into the corner and the far two walls are caged off, and you get carried through that cage down another hallway to a platform, and you get put on the platform. Next to you they set some armor and equipment. That's the stuff I put on your guys' character sheets. And then they pour something into your mouth, and no sooner than they've poured it into your mouth, you can start kind of feeling your body starting to loosen up, and you recognize it as an anti-paralytic. And they leave. A moment later, you can hear the cell doors slam. Soon as the cell door slams, the platform that you were placed on starts rising upwards, and it rises up until the platform meets where the ceiling was. So you're now in basically just a cylinder of brick with an opening about 15 feet above you. Or sorry, about 25 feet above you. But you're on the platform. You're starting to be able to move. There's the basic armor and weapons that were given to you guys. And Bishop Foreman is finally starting to wake up.
Well, that was interesting. You all right, Willie?
You know, I've been better, honestly.
Yeah. It's been a rough day.
It's a long Tuesday.
The
That
longest
Tuesday.
of Tuesdays. So I wonder what fresh
Is
hell
there
we have
anybody
awaiting
around
us.
us right now? Can we move? What's the situation?
So the platform you guys are on is about 10 feet in diameter, so it's big enough for the three of you to be there comfortably, but there's nowhere to really go. Um, the only thing you could really do at this point, aside from trying to climb each other to get out of this pit that you're in, would be to put on the equipment that they gave you guys.
I'm gonna suit up.
I mean, I'll take the sword, but I don't need no stinking armor. Not from them. If anything, can I cut a piece of this leather armor off? Like just like a fist-sized chunk of leather. Just
Yeah, are you?
sword.
What are you trying to do
I just
with
want
it?
to. I just want a chunk of leather. I'm gonna stash it on my body for later.
Okay, you're not gonna wear the armor though, correct?
No, I don't need the armor. I actually have worse armor with the armor on than
Fair enough.
not.
Fair enough. I know that's weird with barbarians, so
Yeah.
I put it there just in case. Yeah, you take the short sword that you were provided with and cut out a chunk, and you said just like a fist-sized chunk.
Yeah, just like a nice size hunk of leather
Okay.
that I could stash on my body somewhere.
Put it in your prison pocket.
That's what he say. That's what I was thinking. Get out of my mind.
Okay. So Fitz, you've got a spear and studded leather equipped, and then Willie, you'll have that short sword, and I've got Bishop Foreman taken care of. We're gonna jump back over to the prison cells. Yindris, Miss Holly, Godric, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna sleep because that's it. I'm done. I need some rest. I'm hungry, tired.
I'm gonna try and mess around with the beholder some more, just in a friendly manner, not gross manner. Like I'm gonna stick my arms out of the cage and start making. I'm treating it like a child, basically, and I'm trying to make like weird hand puppets.
Okay. Hand puppets. Give me a performance check.
Well, sick of ass.
Kind of gives you the side eyes, like, the fuck is that?
They go, what? You too old for hand puppets?
Kind of scoffs and turns to see what Godric's up to.
Sees me laying there in the bed.
But all right, we're gonna jump back over to Fitz, Willie, and go to Bishop. As you guys are putting the equipment on, Bishop Foreman, gets up and his jaw is like hanging off. Remember, he's an auto gnome, so he's robotic. He's like missing a bolt on the right side of his jaw, and it's hanging off. And he quickly casts a mending spell and like reattaches it. Not as good as it was before, but enough that it's there and he can make some noises. Can't quite speak clearly still. And a few moments after that, the platform starts rising again. And it rises up into the middle of the arena. Willie, you would recognize this arena since you are from Bral. And I've got something here. And you start hearing the equivalent of what would be a loudspeaker going off. In this case, it's like a thaumaturgy, just a boisterous voice ripping out in Infernal, actually. So, Willie, you understand that language, but I will read it for the viewers at home because I know the screen's kind of small. It says, "You all know of the horrors that decimated our brothers and sisters as we traveled across this wretched sea. Up next, the religious of this accursed rock will face the only hive beings we were able to capture and struggle for what their pitiful lives are worth. And as soon as the announcer finishes his speech, the gate on the far right of the arena opens, and out of it come two hissing monstrosity beasts. I'm putting them on right now. Give me just a second. And Eric, this is what you get for Wednesday. I told you. For the viewers at home, I'll zoom in real quick. This is the first one. Wrong button. Here's the second one. And with that, I need both of you to roll initiative. All right. So we're going to start top of the order with Fitz. Godric, you're getting a rest, right? Holly's getting a rest. Yindris, every other round, I'll check in with you and see what you're up to in the prison. And
Take a rest. It's fine. I'm really low on health, and I don't mind doing that.
Okay, so you're gonna lay down and take a rest too. All right, so
Yeah.
we're starting this encounter off. Fitz, you are up first.
I am gonna move here in front of the bishop, and then I am going to hold my attack till one of them's in range.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. The arachnoid-looking one starts scurrying. Yeah, to right about there. We are over to Bishop Formand. He is going to... I think this was the one. Oh, hold on. I wrote something down about this. 3. So he wants to... He's going to cast Bless on 3 of you. These error codes, man. And he's going to take a little bit of a step back. Willie.
So you said that I'm familiar with this arena. Is this one of the arenas in the city?
So this is the arena of Bral. It's typically a gladiator arena. Again, like with last time, you guys would notice that the stadium is not filled with citizens of Bral. It's filled with fiends and undead and creatures that you don't recognize, horrors to the eye, and they're all chanting and hooping and hollering and just having a great time.
Well, I will, I guess, move up to here.
Hey, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at this log right, you drop blessing on Fitz and 2 onto Bishop.
Thanks.
Okay. So I will just move to there, and then I will turn to Fitz, and I'll be like, it seems like we're still in the city, but seems like it's fallen to the forces. So if we manage to escape, we're going to need a more direct escape route than just getting out of here. If we survive. Like I said, I'll just hold my action in case this displacer comes over here.
Give me 1 second. This error box pops up every time I try to do anything with the combat tracker. Okay. And where did you move to? I'm sorry, I had to get rid of it for a second there.
Oh, I just moved the 10 feet over here to stand closer to Fitz.
Okay. And you're holding your attack?
Yeah, in case this displacer comes over here. But pretty much I just tell them that I think we're still in the city. I think it's fallen. So if we manage to escape, we need a plan.
Okay, sounds good. It is the displacer's turn. As you guys see these things moving, the displacer looks like some variation of a displacer beast, but there's something severely wrong with it. It's been twisted and mutated somehow. The arachnoid obviously has some resemblance to a spider of some sort, but again, twisted and mutilated, and you have no idea what's going on. But with that, we come back around. Oh, sorry, he didn't move enough. Back around to Fitz's turn.
At this point, I'm still just holding my turn. I don't have any spell slots or anything, so right now it's just stabby.
Okay. That would bring it to the arachnoid. Gonna jump up here. Willie, you've got that ready to action, so go ahead.
That was last turn, though. This is a new turn.
It's good until your next turn. So you hold that action. So you readied an action on your last turn. It doesn't end with the round. It ends on your next turn.
Okay. I had no idea. Let's do it. I'm using the short sword. One. Wait, oh, bless. I was like, what the fuck is that D4?
Yeah. So that's a dirty 20, which will hit. Quick 6 damage there. Do you have a second attack, or? Oh no, that was a ready action. I'm sorry. So you just get the one. Okay. So it is the arachnoid's go then. He is going to bite out at you, Willie. Which is going to miss. And then that good old tail is going to fling around. That is going to hit. Some good old piercing damage for you. 9 of it to be specific. We are over to the bishop's turn. Fucking error codes. Who is going to cast Sacred Flame? And 1 is definitely going to do it. Some radiant damage there. And Willie, your turn again.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I better go ahead so I don't die. Does that work? Am I raging? Is it on there? Yes.
You
okay.
are raging, yes.
And I am going to get I'll do 2 claws. So I'll drop the sword, and I will get 2 claws.
Okay. Hey, Chips. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the stream.
That's the first claw.
That is going to miss.
And that is bonus claw. Do I have a box with that? Not. This is the bonus claw.
That will hit.
First. This is the
11
second
points of
claw.
damage. That'll hit.
And this is the second claw bonus hit.
That'll hit as well.
Fuck around.
All right. And you're
And as I like rip into this guy with the 2 claws, so I have the sword. He rolls up and he like hits me, and I'm like, oh fuck! I like throw the sword down against these 2 claws, and I just fucking chunked out of this guy, and I just look at the stand and I just yell, that right there.
fuck around and find out for those viewers at home if you can't read the chat box. But he yells it out in
Yeah.
Infernal. Alrighty. Real quick, you are a high enough level that your claw attacks count as magical, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. We jump over to the displacer then. The goodest of little boys runs up here. Willie, Fitz, you have a ready attack. Go ahead and make that on the displacer.
I will do so. And I have a spear.
Correct.
What the hell?
Okay.
Was it rolled twice? The first one was a 29, which hit though. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh. That D4, that's because of bless, right?
The D4 is because of bless. Hold on 1 second though. You actually need to roll at disadvantage
Why?
because it has the displacer effect, just like a displacer beast does. So you already rolled twice. We're going to take the 13. That's a miss.
Okay.
All right. He runs up. He's got a bite for you. Misses and a tail as well. And that hits. All right. Top of the round. Anything going on in the cell other than you guys all trying to take a nap?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Nope.
Just like that, Rick has like weird bricks. Do I have anything like?
Make a perception check. It's a pretty standard prison cell. I mean, there's the scorch mark on the wall from where you tried to firebolt it. That seems kind of out of place, but you don't recognize or see anything that sticks out to you otherwise.
Great.
Sorry, Miss
I'm gonna
Holly,
turn
you didn't
around
get
and-
the special cage.
I know, man. It's
I'll
my
trade
fault. I
you.
should have flirted with the holder a little more. No, he hates me. Oh well.
All right, well, we're back to the top of the order with Fitz. Go ahead for your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess I will try this again.
That will hit.
About damn time.
Quick 4 damage there. Second swing is an automatic miss. He's going to take 1 back at you.
Why am I still targeted on the beholder?
That's a good question. I'll clear it for you.
Which means all the damage
Yeah.
that he just put out went to the beholder.
Yep, I'm aware.
Yes, all 4 of that. That poor dude, he'll never recover.
Oh, man.
You heal him and then you hurt him from the arena.
He's spicy like that. I know hot and cold.
I actually don't think it. No, it didn't hit the beholder. Because you're not.
We're
on the
losing
same
our
map.
mind, man. One minute we love you, and next minute we hate you. It's just what it is. We're just going crazy right now.
No, it wasn't hitting the beholder, so you're all good there. You got a natty 1 though, so he got a swing at you, but he missed as well, so all good there. Anything else for your turn?
Did he get an automatic miss too?
He did roll a nat 1 on his swing back at you.
I'll take a swing at him if you want. I'm not scared.
I'm just gonna give him that commiserating look, like I know, dude, this sucks. Neither one of us wants to be here. I get it.
We're both tired. We don't want to be here.
We hungry.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Fitz?
No.
Alrighty. Mr. Arachnoid's gonna step over here just a little bit. He's got a bite coming for you, Willie. Just gonna miss. When his tail lashes out, it's gonna lash out at the bishop. Slap some piercing damage on him. And he holds his concentration on the bless. It is not Miss Holly's turn. It is Bishop Foreman's turn. Seeing some good old scratches on you there, Willie. He's going to step up. He's got a level 2 cure wounds for you. And that will end his turn. Willie, go ahead.
I'm gonna look to the point. I'm gonna give him a nod. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. Then I'm going to tear into this arachnoid with my claws again.
First one will hit. 8 damage there.
Second claw.
Hits.
Oh. Second attack. Oh,
automatic miss. So he's gonna slap back at you. Also missing.
Okay, and then take out my last bonus attack. That one was coming again. I saw it. I was like, you keep rolling.
There you go. That'll hit.
Rolling dice. I'm going to hit him with the offhand slash.
Alrighty. Anything else for your
And
turn?
we get him. I'm going to yell back over my shoulder. I'll be like, Fitz, I've almost got my done. Are you about done?
No.
And we're going to go over to the displacer. He's got a bite coming for you, Fitz.
Of course he does.
Nat 1, though, so you get to swing at him. We're going to launch that tail attack. Get that knocked out. Tail misses. So you get to swing at him. It will be at disadvantage still because of his displacer effect. Still hits with a dirty 20. Quick 7 damage there.
I gave him a paper cut. Does that count?
You guys do notice as we get to the top of the round, you guys do notice, now that you've both inflicted damage, that the blood coming out of these creatures is seemingly dissolving the stone as it hits the ground from your strikes. And with that, Fitz, it's your turn.
Oh, good.
It's not like eating a hole through the stone. It's just kind of like sizzling the surface, and you can see a little indent, like a low-grade acid. First swing's gonna miss. Second swing with the crit.
Yeah, but that wasn't a disadvantage.
Was it? Oh no,
So
it wasn't. So
it would.
you do hit, but it's not a crit.
Yeah. No, I want that crit so bad I can taste it, but I'm not going to cheat for it. You know what? I might cheat for it.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm just going to cry to myself a little bit.
All right.
I wish I could speak to him in a telepathic way and be like, if you have a little jar, collect that blood, bring it to the cells, and see if we can get out of here somehow. That would be great. I'm just saying that. But, you know, he can't hear me.
The arachnoid rolls a nat 1 with his bite attack. So, Willie, you get an attack of opportunity on him. His tail, however, does swing around and smack you in the face.
Oh my god.
22 points of damage from the tail. It looks like you miss with your slap back. Over to the good old bishop. He's going to do some Sacred Flame on the Displacer, who fails. A little bit of radiant damage there. Willie, your turn.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I kind of expect more out of a bishop.
Okay. Well, he's like a little tiny robot bishop.
I'm just saying, you should have to have some credentials to get to bishop.
He's like the mint leaf you put on the cupcake. You guys are the cupcake, the creatures are the frosting, and he's just an accent.
That poor boy alone. He didn't do anything to any of you.
I'm going to claw this arachnid with one claw.
Miss.
Miss. And the bonus attack on that hits. The claw hits again. Beautiful. And then
Yeah, you need to hurry up with that, Willie, because I need some flanking on this one bad.
As that blow comes down, you scrape away like half of its carapace on it, where its ribs would be, and its guts just kind of spill out, and it lets out the as it collapses, and its blood and guts ooze out onto the stone and just start sizzling. He did.
Good. I feel good about it. Can I move around this thing to its backside?
So you won't be able to get on the far side of it because it's right up on the ledge. You could move like here.
Okay. Well, if I can't get up on it, if I can't do that, I will come through this corner right here away from it, so I'm outside of its range, and I'll move down to like right here.
Okay, so that'd be 10. Yep, you could get to there, no issues. All right, and is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll say as I move over here, I'll kind of kind of hit my head. Like, we're gonna give it a little push.
Oh, for a second there, I was like, why are you going that way? And then I remembered you're a charger. So I got you. All right, we are over to the Displacer Beast. I'm sorry, Eric. You are going to take an attack of opportunity because the Tail Spear has a 10-foot reach.
Well, shit.
You cool with that,
Whatever.
or you want to do something
Bring it on.
else?
Bring it on. He
Okay.
can swing at me. Okay, he's still gonna die. I'll eat him if I gotta.
Fair enough. He does hit you.
Well, Willie ain't afraid.
Partially resisted down to 8. It is the Displacer's turn. He's got a bite for Fitz. Hits. Some piercing acid damage for you. And he slaps over your head with a tail for the good bishop. Missing. Top of the order. Anything new going on over in the prison cells?
So, question.
Okay.
Is it only the Displacer's blood that is maybe...
No, it's both of them.
No, but I'm referring to like the beholder.
Oh, if you look at the pictures of those creatures and relate them to the Alien series, it will make
Yeah.
more sense to you. Acid for blood.
Got it.
Okay. Because of what Eric did. I told him I was going to drop a Xenolycan. I couldn't find a stat build for Xenolycan. So this is what he got. Anything else going on in the cages?
I want to try to squish between the bars of the cell because at this point I'm going crazy.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
And I'm tiny anyways, right? So, hey, if I scratch my bones a little bit and shrink a little, it is what it is. Athletics? Oh boy.
Acrobatics.
Oh, thank God. Not that that makes a difference.
Yeah, so you're like that scene out of Scary Movie where the fat girl's trying to go through the cat door in the garage. Just like one limb and like, no, maybe this one.
I'm
You
trying, and
seriously
then
just
I
called
look
her a
at
fat girl?
Yandris.
No, I did
Yeah.
not call her a fat girl. I said that's how she was behaving, like the fat
Oh,
girl
that's
from the
just
movies.
how she looked. I see.
And I kind of look at Yandris like, I know, man. I know. Like, this chick is trying to, like, pull her arm out of the thing. Like, I just don't know what else to do or I'm here. And then I just go back to my little bed.
All right, Yandris, are you up to anything?
Like 7 foot, isn't it?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Lordy. She might have stepped away. All right, Fitz, go ahead with your turn. You muted again there, Fitz?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where to move myself.
You trying to get into a flanking position?
Yes.
So if
'Cause
Willie were to run up to here, I would give you flanking being here.
being where I'm at now,
Where I just moved you to, yeah. Anywhere
where I
along,
started.
anywhere between here and here. No, you were here. You were kitty corner.
what? Oh, okay.
But
I was like, wait, did I move?
I would
Okay.
give you flanking anywhere from here up to here, with him moving into there.
Okay. I'll go right there, so that way I'm still offering protection to Bishop.
Okay.
And then I will swing and miss a few times.
First one is going to miss.
Alright. Disadvantage. Spear +1.
That is a natty one.
Yeah.
That tail flings around at you. catching you in the shoulder as you tried to make your swing, giving you 17 piercing damage. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. Just gonna sit here bleeding.
All right. Next up is Willie.
Okay. So I can move here to give him flanking then?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm just going to move up. I don't need to charge or anything then. I was just going to charge it if I needed to move it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to target the Displacer Beast. Do these automatically swing with disadvantage?
I don't think they were, but you won't have disadvantage. It'll just be a regular roll now.
First claw. How many?
Hits.
Little damage.
6 damage.
Bonus attack on that one. And catches him with both claws. Feels good. Coming in with the other claw again. That's a hit. You know it. How we do. He's famous for. There, get that last one in there. Get a little taste of it. That's what I'm talking about. 4 claw attacks right there. I just fucking take this guy down. Oh my god! God! That's what I'm talking about, Fitz!
Hey, I battered down his defenses for you.
Yeah!
Blunted the tip of his tail on all my stab wounds here.
That was fair. That was a nasty tail attack you took there.
All right. Anything else going on for you there, Willie?
No, that'll end my turn.
All right. Displacer jumps into action, spinning around, taking a bite at Willie, and hitting. Some acidic piercing damage for you. And at the same time, flinging his tail over to Fitz. Hitting. And I skipped Bishop Formand. I am so sorry, but he was going to step over to Fitz and give you a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
See, now that seems like a bishop type reaction.
You're like, I take it all back.
You know what? You're a good guy. I like you again.
And with that, we jump up to Fitz. Your turn.
Alright, now. Without the disadvantage, I have no excuse for why I suck.
That'll hit. Quick 7 points of damage there. And there's your crit. Gotten legitimately.
Do you know what I would do to have just one single spell slot left?
Paladins and your smites.
It's the only way we do damage.
Would it?
Well,
Would you caress
My
the
mouth.
face of a beholder?
You don't want to know the things I do to a beholder for a spell slot right now.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alrighty. With that, we are over to the bishop's turn again. Putting out that sacred flame. Fails. Take some radiant damage. Willie.
Okay, upon seeing Fitz hit it with the critical, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I was just like, start to pause again.
Nice.
There's a crit.
Beautifully done.
6 on the first swing, 16 on the bonus swing to that. Let's see.
I like take him up and then I just like bring it down with the uppercut, the reverse uppercut, the down cut, if you will, even.
There you go.
Oh, that one misses. That's sad. A little lackluster. I got excited.
You just put a little
kill.
too much into that
It,
second
it,
swing.
it clouded my eyes. Is what it was. But I hit him with the bonus.
Describe his death to us.
So I take him up with the first one, and I bring him down with the crit. Yeah. Then I was going to come up with another uppercut, but I missed. Instead, I just caught him in like the jaw with my claws, and it like just like right through the like came out his face. And I'm like, "Argh!" And I'm just like, I look at Fitz, and I'm like, I guess that'll work. And I just like take my hand down.
Very good, very good. He dies very similarly to the other one, and the stone is kind of sizzling. As you guys look around at the bodies, you can see that the blood it's doing just that. It's just sizzling a little bit. It's not eating away at the stone in any type of productive manner, just kind of sizzling. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Everybody?
Nope, just those two. That's good enough.
That makes sense. Willie's still kind of raging. Just
As you guys stop to kind of take in the surrounding environment, Fitz, you look up at what would be the rich person box, the king's box, if you will, on the left side of the arena, and you see a familiar face staring down at you.
And that is...
I put him on the map there, but it's none other than the one you know as Lord Lorat. Sitting there, sipping out of a little chalice, just watching.
I am going to yell out across the stadium. Ratfink, does this remind you of what happened last time you saw me?
Love it.
As
That
you
was not my best intimidation.
It wasn't a bad roll, but as you go to shout it out, the crowd roars up, and your voice just kind of gets drowned out in the mix, and he just takes a sip out of his chalice, and that's it.
That's alright. I'm making like skull fucking gestures, throat slitting gestures,
Fair enough.
stabbing into a stomach gestures.
As you're doing that, you can feel both of you just kind of get lifted and off the ground and carried, very similar to what you saw happen to Pam when she got hit with that telekinetic ray. The centerpiece, the platform that brought you guys up to the arena, drops down, and you guys are lowered back into that cylinder chamber.
so as they are taking me through the air, I'm just going to be generally insulting them and their mothers. Like imagine the things like, I'm calling them like cucks, and I'm like, you think you're demons or infernal shit, but like you're fucking down here just like carrying me through the air like little bitches. Like I didn't realize. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're obviously compensating for something. So just kind of like as they do it. So
Works. So the platform lowers all the way back down. You guys can still feel the telekinesis holding you guys. And at the bottom of the platform, you can see two mystical looking individuals, humanoids of some sorts, but you can tell by the way they dress that they have some training in the magical arts, and your bodies kind of float past them and they walk behind you. Your bodies float all the way back to the prison cells where you're placed back in your cages, and then those beings go back and leave the room, and you guys
One
are
question.
back in your cell. Yep, go ahead.
Why in the hell did we get roughed up to go out there and they just get lifted by telekinesis? That's messed up, dude. That's messed up.
Out of character, they learned from trying to manhandle you. And Willie's an intimidating looking individual. So they just went ahead and took precautions there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Which plays right into Willie's bad reputation from being a pirate. So it works. I took some liberties as a DM and made it work. Is what happened.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't have let me out of the cells either. You're like, he is weapons.
Literally 2 hours ago, I was sitting here like, how the hell am I going to get Willie into that pit without him just trying to rape everything?
So what you're saying is the docile healer cleric almost busted free. So the crazy maniac in the cell across needed to be moved differently.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But you guys get put back in your prison cells. Godric, Holly, and Yindris all laying on their beds, chilling. Anything else you guys want to try and do?
Hell yeah. I'm done. I've had it. Nope. I had it. I'm doing this.
Okay.
So.
If it involves a spell, roll a straight d20 first.
Yeah.
Oh, in the chat box for the world to see. Come on,
I'm doing that.
Okay. Your magic is stable. What are you doing? Describe what you're doing. Describe what you're doing first, because this isn't combat where it's just hit and damage. There may be some role play factors we need to go over.
So I have two options, and these are my only options.
Okay. Which one are you doing?
I don't know which option I want to do. I don't want to hurt our friend, but he's already pissing me off a lot by now. So my option is fire. So I could either fire at him, or I can try to fire this goddamn cell and see if it does anything to it. Those are my only two options left at this point. There's nothing else in me that I could possibly do other than use damage.
Okay. Is it okay if I, out of character, interject on this, or do you want to let this roll out?
Pam, with you being new to D&D, I would recommend having a discussion with your fellow cellmates to figure out what your best option moving forward is. Have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying it out loud. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you said that in character, like, hey, fuck this, I'm done. Okay. I can fireball that thing. I can fireball the door. Like, I got a fireball. I want to use it. Right. Get me out of this. Okay.
Okay, Miss Holly. I can understand your frustration, but right now that beholder is currently the closest thing to a ally we have in this place. Doing any kind of harm to him is not a good idea. If you want to work on the cage, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not sure how far you're going to get with it. The only other option is, which is the one I highly recommend, do your best to get some rest so that when the time comes, you have the ability to burn the crap out of everything. In other words, get your spell slots back.
I'm going to sleep.
Because that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Out of play, friendly reminder, Pam, since you're a new player, you have sorcery points you can use. I know you're. I know you're weird on the mechanics of that. I will help you through it if that's something you want to do.
I can quickly explain that. So
I've explained it to her a number of times off session, so she has a general understanding. But if you need help implementing it, just say, hey.
I just feel like right now it's a waste of time because trying to break the walls or break this cage is just a waste of time because clearly nothing is working. So I don't want to be wasting something that we don't know what's going to happen after we leave this place, and then I might need that. I just feel it's useless.
I would just put it out there as a reminder, and if you need help implementing it, just say, hey, I want to try and do
Yeah.
this with those points. Could you help me with it? And we'll help you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got that down pat because of ARAM.
Hmm.
I just don't really use it a whole lot. I save it for emergencies.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I just feel like it's useless right now
Okay.
to waste anything.
So Godric's
It was just
sleeping.
the fun with the group. That's all. Thank you, group. I'm gonna sleep. Bye.
So
Good night.
Godric, Holly, and Yundris are all trying to sleep. Willie, what are you up to?
That's a good question. Yeah. I was going to for a minute try to sell them on the idea of just like living the gladiator life. Like we could have good life as a gladiator, but then I'm like, no, they don't want to hear that. I know they don't. So I'll just go and lay down.
Okay.
After hearing that conversation, yeah, I could see where you're coming from.
And Fitz, what about you?
So I'm standing at my door. I'm looking around at everyone, and I'm gonna say, "Look, as soon as I have my spell slots, we need to have a way out of here. Because as soon as I have my spell slots, I have a rat that I have to go disembowel and force to eat his own intestines. I will go through anybody and anybody. I don't care to do this. So, Willie, I don't know if you need to spend the next 8 hours chewing on the bars. Mr. Beholder, I don't know if you'd be willing to let us out. But in 8 hours, I am walking out of this room and I am killing a sorcerer. And then I walk to the bed and go to sleep.
Warlock, not sorcerer.
I don't care what he is. He's dying.
Just clarifying for the audience.
Godric is going to call out to Fitz. Fitz,
Yes.
can you hear?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
hear
an
you.
evil? Is this an evil rat?
This is the one that sent me to this plane of existence as he tried to burn my village and orphanage and all the orphans and my wife and everything that I care about in this life to the ground. He summoned demons into my town.
Well, then you'll have my mace, friend. We'll get him.
I appreciate that. I do hope you're not squeamish because I am not above torturing and I want to make sure his death takes long enough that he will deeply, deeply regret it, and that when he finally goes before his god or whatever it is that he gets his power from, I want that god to be afraid. I want him to know that someday I'm going to find him too, and he will pay.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
And
Violence
then I
is
go
the
to sleep.
answer.
All right. So you all tuck in as best you can on these prison beds made of wood and straw. A couple hours goes by. Godric, what's your passive perception?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
It's on your main tab.
Charisma, wisdom, intelligence, conduct, strength.
It's a
strength,
12.
Dex.
It's right next to your strength save. Perception, right underneath PRC.
Oh, PRC. Yeah, 12. Okay.
Okay. So it's been a couple hours, and you're rousted, I guess, awakened by some noises coming from that corner of your room. And it sounds like two stones rubbing together.
I'll get up and I'll investigate as much as I really don't want to.
Okay. You don't even need to roll for it. As you roll over, get out of bed, and take a look in that corner, two things you notice. One, the beholder is very closely eyeing Yundris. The second thing you notice is that one of the bricks in the wall is like halfway pushed out, and every couple of seconds you can see it nudge just a little bit farther.
Okay, so I want to, as quietly as I can, finish pulling that brick out.
Okay, make a stealth check. It's a super easy DC. I know you're not a stealthy person, but you're not wearing plate, so there's no disadvantage at least.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're able to pull the rock out nice and quietly. Do you hold the rock? Do you set it down?
Yeah, as quietly as possible,
Okay.
slowly.
So you pull that brick out of the wall and set it down. Behind the brick, you can see a tunnel big enough for an average sized human to crawl through, kind of like arms to your chest, hands and knees, kind of army low crawl through. It goes down maybe 15, 20 feet and then curves off to the right. But right there in that opening, you see a rat. And the rat kind of stops for a second and looks at you, sniffs a couple times, turns around, grabs a little slip of parchment in its mouth, and then holds it out to you.
Hey, you know what? It's a sign from my god. I'll take it.
Okay. As soon as you grab that slip of paper, the rat turns around and scuttles off down that tunnel.
And I'll read the parchment if there's anything written on it.
There sure is.
Look at that messenger rat.
Just put it in the chat box for anybody watching at home. The note says, "You are not lost to me, friends. Your cage is but a mirage." Signed, D.
D.
What was the name of the mages?
That's back.
The mages were, good question. We haven't dealt with them in a while. I don't remember their names. Give me
Right.
just a moment.
If you don't remember their names, in fact, chances are D is not one of them.
Yeah, no, it's not them.
Okay, then don't worry about their names right now. Then we'll figure it out later. No point in wasting time if that's not even the answer. So,
Hey,
okay.
What was the name of that crazy archer?
Dutch.
Dutch.
Oh,
Keep it in mind, everybody. Godric is the only one that knows about this note.
Okay.
oh, never mind.
So you can't be discussing it unless he talks to you about it.
Okay, so at this
he's
point,
imagining what it would be like talking to us about.
Mm-hmm. So I am going to. I'm going to slide that brick back into its spot.
Okay.
And
I'm not going to make you roll for that because even if they heard it, by the time they looked at you, you'd have the brick back in place.
Okay. I want to leave just enough to where it's easy for me to get my fingers on to pull out, but far enough in to where it doesn't look that far out of place. Does that make sense?
That does.
Okay. And then,
I'm
do I
not gonna
have
make
some
you
type
roll
of pockets in my clothing? I know I'm in basic clothes, but I don't know if pockets was a thing.
You tell me, what kind of garments would Godric be wearing
Um,
for like your under the armor clothing?
Very
yeah.
pants.
Well,
Pockets. Worst case scenario, you could tuck it into your waistband.
I got common clothes,
Yeah.
so it's part of a venturing gear, common clothes. So I would assume it would have some type of pockets.
Yeah. We'll just go ahead and say whether it be pockets or a waistband, you wouldn't have any issues putting it somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. So that way nobody sees it, and then I'm going to return to my bed for now and try and get some rest.
I think Willie was looking at you by the way that he's looking, but that's just me.
I mean, he from his angle, yeah, he could probably see that I was doing something in the corner, but I highly doubt he could see what I was doing.
He
I
was
don't know.
creeping.
I mean, y'all are sleeping, so
You
Is
see
it just
that?
me, or
It's
does anyone else
open.
picture Godric dressed as like MC Hammer back in the 90s. I mean, parachute
Well,
pants, you know.
technically, I actually carry robes with me for official cleric business, and I didn't get to keep those. Apparently, I got stuck with the common clothes.
Oh, they
But you know,
stripped you all down. Going back to sleep, Godric.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it isn't going to do anybody any good if I'm not at my best when we're ready to do what we're going to do, whatever it is.
Fair enough. You go back to sleep. Some more time passes.
Maybe with a little grin because I'm now contemplating an escape plan.
Touche.
How many hours have passed so far since we've been originally unconscious and be drawn here?
You guys are about 3 hours into sleeping when this next thing happens.
Okay.
By next thing, do you mean 5 more hours of sleep?
The thing I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
Fitz,
Yes.
you wake up to just an eerie feeling like somebody's watching you. And you look up and look around your prison cell, and you see Larat standing just out of arm's length outside of your cage, just looking at you.
What's the matter? I mean, I'm gonna come get you here in a few. I figured you'd probably want to go spend your last few hours of life whoring or drugging or clubbing baby seals, whatever it is you do to make yourself feel better about your life.
My life is perfectly fine just the way it is on the side of the cage. Funny, you put in all that work to try and destroy me, and look where you ended up. Right back in my pocket.
Oh, hell no.
You seem to really be confused as to how this situation is.
There's no
You-
confusion. I'm here. I'm in control of this rock. And you're in a cage. Fret
I'm going to
not.
give you one piece of advice, Rat. You should kill me now. That's the only way you're going to survive the next 24 hours.
But if I kill you now, how will I let you watch what I have planned for your loving wife? Besides, tomorrow's another day in the arena, and I have something
Oh.
very special planned for you and your wonderful little friends.
Oh.
Especially that lovely red-haired half-elf over there and her stone-created brute that follows her around. I actually kind of hope you guys survive tomorrow's event. Lord Sorrowf will be more than pleased that I bring him his quarry. He's been looking for them for quite some time now. Sleep well, little half-angel. Tomorrow is another day.
You entertain me, Rat. You really do. I love that optimism.
Your words fall on deaf ears as he turns and leaves the chamber. Staying up, going back to sleep. What are you doing, Fitz?
No, I'm going back to sleep with a smile.
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy skinning him.
The rest of your guys' rest goes undisturbed as the beholder thinks of you as friends, or at least friends of friends, and decides to let you guys just kind of do your own thing, let you sleep. You all get a long rest, which I am giving to you now.
Yay!
And you wake up at roughly the same time. Best you can tell, it's the next morning or the next early afternoon, somewhere in that time frame. But you all kind of wake up around the same general time. There is a food tray slid under each of your doors. It is a roasted meat of some sorts and a slice of bread. Literally just a slab of meat and a slice of bread.
I'll eat the bread. That's it.
Okay.
Yindra's not having eaten in days, it seems. He's gonna inhale both of them.
Okay.
Does the meat look like it's half-assed prepared? Like I'm
Yeah,
not necessarily going to get dysentery if I try and eat it?
it's a roasted chunk of meat. Looks like it's been cooked properly.
Okay. Well, as much as I really dislike the food of this world, I am going to eat it.
Okay.
Even though I was poisoned, I'm kind of hungry and a little stupid, so I'm just gonna be like, I'd be worse things, you know? Like,
Okay.
Before you go, Godric, Fitz, are you eating the food or not?
No.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So, as a cleric, now you feel free to pull up the information on cleric spells, but as a cleric, my understanding of my spells is every morning I sit, I pray, and I can change.
Yep. Every time you take a
This.
long rest, you can redo your spells.
Hmm. So, with that said, I would like to change one of my third level spells.
Yeah, you don't need to clear that with me. You can just it's on the honor system. Every time you take a long rest, you can redo your entire spell list. Pam,
Right, yeah.
Pam, you cannot do that because you're a sorcerer, not a cleric. What you can do, Pam, is when you level up, you can get rid of one old spell and replace it. But you don't get to
Okay.
redo your spell. It's clerics and druids are the ones that can do that.
Right. Well, I'm
Got
just
it.
And
I
paladins.
And paladins.
I've never actually played a class that got to do that. That's
Okay.
why I was double checking with you before I
Well,
did that.
that's how Balar, my druid on Wednesday's game, is able to have such a versatile spell
Yeah.
abilities because every time I
So
take a long rest, I can completely revamp my
okay.
spell list.
Well, you can look at my level 3s and you can see which one I just picked up if you're interested. All right. So now that we've gotten a full rest, I would like to come to the gate
Okay.
and really listen closely, look at the door, try and perceive if anybody may be coming. You know, footsteps, coughing, clanking. Because I want to have a conversation with everybody in the room, but I want to make sure that nobody's going to catch it other than the beholder.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Nine.
You can hear footsteps coming from the other side of the door. Um, a fair number of footsteps, as well as hooves clicking on brick. To the best of your knowledge, you can't hear anybody coming towards the cells.
Okay. Guys, I'm assuming since everybody was eating, I've heard them, so I would assume that they're all awake, eating. I'm going to mention that I've made a discovery in my cell, as odd as this may sound. There's a tunnel leading out of here. Well, leading out of my cage. And I got a note, and I'll read the note to him. Signed D. So, I mean, I'm afraid if I try and head down this tunnel and they come for us for another round of fighting or something, that we're going to end up, they're going to find the hole. and then hell's going to break loose for everybody.
Okay.
So I'm thinking next time there's a fight that I'm not a part of, would be my time to try the tunnel and see where it leads me.
Godric, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. Last night the rat came and visited me. He is planning on putting us through a fight that he does not believe we will survive. And he seems especially joyful at the thought of killing you and Miss Holly.
Okay. Well, I mean, armed with that knowledge, getting out of here sooner than later would probably be the better option. But once again, if they discover I'm missing, it may make things worse.
So let's see, Garrett. We have the option of you investigate how maybe you can try to get out of here and find a way out,
And put
or
all of you at risk.
we all die in the arena, to
Well,
what Fitz just said, or we
I mean,
fight.
I have I have faith in our group. I'm sure we'll make it through whatever we're put to. But
I just like for you to see what could lead that tunnel to, if you have the opportunity before they show up and notice that you're even gone. But we don't know when anybody's gonna show up.
Eric,
all right.
Eric, check the group chat. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Well,
What, Mr. Beholder?
He turns his gaze towards you.
Is there any chance, as a friend, you could release us and run away with us, away from here?
Make a persuasion roll.
I am going to give him my most sweet and innocent and loving face. Eh,
He, or it rather, looks at you and looks at Yurndris and looks at the ground, disappointed, and then kind of straightens itself back up and continues rotating its observational pattern.
It's okay, buddy.
okay.
I understand.
Yurndris and Willie, are you willing to take the blunt end of shit if I disappear?
Chris is gonna look at the beholder and then he's gonna focus his attention on you and go, I don't really have anything else to live for, so bring it on.
Yes. I'll feel like the note is quite possibly from Dutch. D is the insignia that he uses often when he signs notes.
Well, maybe it's Dutch that helped with the tunnel or found it, okay. So maybe he'll be on the other end of it. So there's even more hope that that tunnel may be our way out. But I just want to make sure that before I do this, that you guys are prepared and ready and okay with it. That's all. I don't want to be the dick who takes off, leaves you stranded with the shit, and you guys be pissed at me or something. So, with that said, Yerndris, you seem to be the closest to it. Keep that beholder attention on you, so it doesn't know what I'm doing over here.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Good luck, Godric. Go.
Thanks, guys. And then I'm gonna put myself in place in the corner. No, scratch that. I want to be over near my bed until the beholder moves.
As you start walking over towards your bed, everybody but Fitz. At this time, you guys can feel that paralytics start taking effect, and your hands and elbows start locking up, and then your knees. And then eventually, you are all fully paralyzed and collapse. Everybody with the exception of Fitz. About the time as you guys are all hitting the ground, the pitmaster walks back in.
I'm gonna drop so it looks like I am too.
Okay. Yeah, he walks in and takes a look around and sees you all. I'm sorry, give me a deception check, Fitz. New DM, I lag a little bit.
I think I should get advantage on this deception check since I am well versed with this poison and the effect it has on me.
I'll give you that. It's a good call.
Well,
And
And
it's
it's
a
a good
really
thing you
good thing
got
I
it.
had that.
Okay. Yeah, so the pitmaster walks in and takes a look around your cells and sees you all lying on the ground, seemingly paralyzed, and shouts back down the hall in a language that you guys don't recognize, some form of abyssal, but not infernal. And creatures start coming in, Armanites, ogres, the lot, and they start carrying you. Fitz, my question for you is, are you going to try and do something while they're hauling you guys off?
That is a really good question. Well, there's no way I could take them all on myself, even with my spell slots. No, I think I'm gonna play along for right now until I see an opportunity to do something.
Okay. So it's 2 ogres and 3 Armanites that come in, start hauling you guys off. You're still conscious. You can still see where you're going. Godric, Holly, and Yundris, you would recognize that they're taking you to the cage that you 3 were brought to for the arena. You get thrown in. You still have the armor from before. The weapons are already laying in the cage, and they pour the anti-paralytics into your guys' mouth, slam the gate behind you, and you all start becoming not paralyzed. Just the 5 of you. They left the bishop and bear behind. You guys are all up.
How long were you in this cage before you got out onto the field of battle last time?
Not very long.
Like 2 minutes, 10 minutes?
Minutes. 5 minutes. Tops.
Well, shit. Okay.
I'm
well,
assuming
I don't
you
think
guys all gather the weapons and stuff laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're only there maybe a minute or two. Those gates open up, and you're all. Sorry, I'm moving tokens around here. There we go. And you're all opened out onto the arena. A couple of Cambions and Armonites come back behind with spears and start pushing you guys out onto the arena. Resisting or going with it?
I'm just going with it.
Fucking going with it. I'm over it.
I'm
Got it.
going with it, but I blow him a kiss as I walk away.
Mike. Okay, stepping out. Your mom was a
Say
centaur's
that
whore.
as I step out.
Just like last time, as soon as you step out, that gate slams down behind you. Lord Lorette is up in the box office on the far side of the arena from where you're standing. You do notice him right away, Fitz. And not even a moment later, the crowd goes absolutely silent. You could hear a pin drop. That center platform raises up. And on it is this giant stone rhino thing with a large megapede wrapped around it. As soon as they come up through that small opening, the megapede spreads out away from this other creature. And the crowd starts going fucking nuts, screaming and hollering and yelling. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm flicking off at the whole crowd, by the way, while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It's a thing.
I'm just gonna take these guys off. All right. The party commences. Godric, you are up first.
You're muted, Mike.
I'm going to cast Aura of Life on myself.
Okay. Do you want to talk us through that so everybody knows what's going on?
So Aura Life, it's a life-preserving energy radiates from me within a 30-foot radius. Until it lasts for up to 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with me, and it's centered on me. Each non-hostile creature in the aura, including myself, has resistance to necrotic damage. So, because I noticed that a lot of these creatures seem to be some type of necrotic evil crap being thrown at us. So I want to pop this on and try and stay in the middle of the group. And in addition, everybody around me that's non-hostile and living regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn.
Okay.
With 0 hit points. So if anybody happens to fall while this is up, they're going to automatically get back up.
Okay. So resistant to necrotic for everybody within 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn?
That is a. Let me double check. Yeah, that is an action. So no. Can I hold my movement and move when the group has moved?
Yeah, I'd say like if the group moves forward, you could move with them if you chose to.
Okay. Yeah, because I do want to move, but I don't want to. I want to stay
Yeah.
with the group.
No,
So
given the situation, absolutely. If they move, you can decide to move with them or stay where you are.
okay. So yeah, I'll just hold my movement until either the group comes to a point or my next turn, and then obviously I didn't use it.
Okay. Sounds good. Nothing else for you. Fitz.
All right, guys. We all need to make sure we're watching out for Miss Holly and for Godric. That fat bastard sitting over there in the VIP seats is the rat that I have to skin. And he promised that he was going to make sure those two would pay the most.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just popping up some pictures of what you guys are heading off against here.
Well, without saying it too loudly, if we make it through this, there's a tunnel for me to go try and get us out of here. So let's just make it through this as quickly as possible and intact.
Yeah, they look ferocious, but I'm not too worried about them. We're better than that.
Agreed. Agreed.
Especially with all of us together now. Give me just 1 second. I'm looking over.
I have to step away for just one moment. I'll be right back. I am sorry about that. I am back. I had a friend just show up. She's came in from out of state. So, all right, go ahead.
How far am I from these guys right now? What is it? 80 feet. I'm just gonna kind of hold my movement, so if the group moves, I move with them. There's nothing I can do as far out as they are right now.
Okay. And I'm assuming holding an action as well, or did you have something you wanted to do with that?
No, I'll just hold an attack. Yeah, just kind of nothing I can do right now, so I'm just staying loose.
All
Just
right.
rolling with it.
Go ahead, Willie.
Well, that's pretty big. Move. I'll move up. Like right there. I'll move to that spot. I'm gonna be like, we should move up and try to use this pool to cut off access to one of our sides. Hopefully they're full of sharks like they like that.
Okay.
Just for me, then I'll hold my action.
Is the group moving with him?
Will.
Yeah, that's fine.
Godric?
Yeah, do I?
Okay. Fighting my dog.
How tall are the walls on the outside of this arena?
So that ledge is only maybe like a foot. Like it doesn't.
No, I mean on the outside.
Oh, the outside. It's probably a 15, 20 foot perimeter wall up to the stands.
Okay.
Guys, if at all possible, I would like to get over to the other end so that we're underneath the VIP box.
That was going to be my next question, which is, Fitz, how much do you think you weigh?
I believe, if I am correct,
Well, because you have no armor or anything, it's literally just how much your character weighs.
You put down
I
235.
okay, so I'm 235. I do, however, have Misty Step that will allow me to move 30 feet.
If you could get next to the edge, I can get you out. I mean, hell, I might be able to throw you up from right here, and you just run around the perimeter, do a little stabby stab, maybe summon a horse, do a little galloping action. I don't know. That's my turn, though. I've said so many words, it's only 6 seconds. Good, I don't like still letting me talk.
Miss Holly, you are up.
So do I need to move to do fireball?
Fireball, no. Remember that ledge is only about a foot tall, so you can see clean over it.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to hit both of them.
Absolutely.
Roll that straight d20 first. Let's see what happens with your magic.
Oh man.
Is it too much to ask for a nat one?
Can you not?
All right, you got them targeted. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's do some fire.
They both fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fire. That's it.
One's
Oh
there.
man.
28 damage to each of them.
That's it.
All right. Are you staying where you are, or are you moving with the group?
I'm gonna stay exactly where I am. Thank you.
Okay. Next up is the Braxat, and that's that big stone-looking thing.
Sorry, I had to look away for a minute or so.
Okay.
Did you shift me with Fitz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not want to?
Not quite that far. How about right here on the corner?
Right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah. I want to try and stay in the middle of
Gotcha.
everybody because I only got that 30-foot radius. So.
Yeah. I know we hit that time where you have to have a conversation off game, so just winged it. All right, so it is the Braxat's turn. He is going to come running. 10. And he's going to double move to right there.
That's what I was afraid of.
His turn. Now it's the good old Megapeds. He's got 5, 10, 15, 20. 40 to right there. Willie, if you have a ready to action, go ahead and take it.
I hit him. I just have lost my.
23. Will that hit? Hold on. It didn't target him. 23 will hit. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I sorry. Meant to target. I was eager.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it to hit him yet.
All right, so that was an opportunity attack. He gets 2 attacks. First one, he's going to take a bite at you, Willie. And that is going to hit. Some good piercing poison damage for you. And then his second attack is going to try and life drain you. And you succeed, so you are going to take half. 30 feet's resistant to necrotic damage, right? Godric?
Do what?
Within 30 feet of you is resistant to
Yes.
necrotic?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not half. He is
No.
Not, he is not
Willie
near
is
level.
not covered.
You're going to take half of the necrotic anyways because you succeeded on your save. But it's not going to go down to a quarter, unfortunately. So that's 15 necrotic damage for you. And with that, Yerndris, you are up.
I'm going to. Close to the Braxy boy. And then I'm gonna try and cast.
Why is Yerndris's initiative not shown on the combat tracker?
Oh,
Yerndris rolled, got a 15. Actually should have went before Miss Holly.
did you?
No, man. I'm just.
Yeah, it is. It didn't go on for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and do your turn now. I got it on there for next round.
Okay. I'm gonna try and cast Ray of Sickness on this thing.
Okay. You got it, or you need me to drop it for you?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Why did I not cast it on the thing? You know.
You should be able to pick it up from the
Yeah, I clicked
tray.
the wrong button.
That's right. You
Yeah.
hit.
Fun. Okay.
What's it been like? 8 spell casts since you hit something last?
It's been a while. Not really.
That's some
Got it spells?
4 damage there.
Oh, I did something.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna ready an attack for next round as my bonus action.
So you can't ready an attack. You can hold your action.
That's what I meant.
Okay, but you used your action to cast a spell, so you can't do that.
Yep.
But I mean, next round you'll have your action back, and you can take an attack then.
Does Ray of Sickness have anything to do besides damage? Is there like, Ray of Sickness sounds like there could be a
What's that,
sickness?
Tum Tum?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yep.
It says on a failed save it's also poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Yeah. So you see where it says Con DC 12
Okay.
under the spell.
Yeah.
So you need to drag that little V over to the creature as well to make him roll a Constitution saving throw to see if he gets poisoned or not.
Why did you not?
And he did succeed, so he's not poisoned.
Okay.
Good call, Godric. Thanks for that's inspiration for backing me up.
Hey, not a problem. At this point, we need all the help we can get, right? These things don't look like they're going down easy.
With that, Yurndris, you would have been at the end of that order. I fixed your initiative, so we are back to the top of the order with Godric.
Godric is going to. Let's see how many slots. Slots. Okay, so I am casting Spiritual Weapon. I think it's close enough. I can drop it right here.
Yeah, that's only
I
15 feet away from you.
Yeah, and I do want to drop Spiritual Weapon at. Let me double check that. At 3rd level.
Okay.
So I can get that extra 1d8 worth of damage when it attacks.
Sounds good.
Alright. And it will attack the Megapede. Spiritual Weapon.
It's going to miss.
And it misses. Of course it's going to miss. So, and that's the bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I shift over, I hate to do this, but if I shift over 5 foot, can I swing on the Radix?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, why? Because I didn't have it targeted.
That's going to miss.
Here. Yeah. Alright, so, I'm going to yell at Willie. Tell him to shuffle closer to my spiritual weapon.
Right.
And that'll be it.
All right. Fitz, go ahead.
Would I be flanking with Willie right there?
No. Because Willie would have to be like here for that. If you were to
Okay,
move,
so what if I'm there?
if you were to move over to like here, I'd give you flanking, and that would be 30 feet right there.
Okay. I'll take what I can get.
Okay.
Alright, so we will select the Megapede. And we'll find our character sheet so we can actually do something. Okay. There we are. Advantage.
It's going to hit. Five damage there. Second swing is going to hit. Another 5 damage.
And I think that will be my turn.
All right, Willie.
Oh no, you did not hit me, you fucking big bug bastard looking. Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed off. He was like trying to be all strategic, and this fucking bug just like crawls over fucking everything because it's huge. He's just like, oh shit. So I will rage, and I will use my claws. I can find my character sheet again.
Yeah, make sure you put rage on yourself too.
Rage right there. Okay, I'm now raging. Raging Cajun. Okay, here we go.
You have advantage on your swings because you're currently flanking with where you're standing.
Okay, I am advantage on that. And nope.
25 will hit. I think a 12 will hit. Second.
Wait, it might not.
No, it wasn't. Come on.
Weird.
Yeah, Combat Tractor clearly states he's got the Mega Pete's
Oh,
target.
you know what? I hit the advantage button and then I threw the d20 because
Gotcha. A 12.
you just want me to roll.
12 misses.
Okay, so
But that would
was
have been
the-
with advantage.
Yeah, it's when the dice comes out green in the chat box like that. That means it was rolled with advantage.
Okay, so that was okay.
Oh, that's easy to tell then.
Yeah, if it's
All right,
red,
so that
then
was
it's
my
advantage roll.
first
Okay.
offhand attack. This is the second actual attack.
Hits.
And that hits. And this could be second bonus attack.
Hits.
It hits. Whatever. 3 out of 4, not bad. We take it out. I'm just like, that's what I thought right there.
One quick question on all of Willie's rolls.
Mhm.
They all say G20 plus 7, except for the one that he missed on. Was he supposed to get a plus 7 on that roll?
He sure was. So that would have hit. Go ahead and roll damage one more time.
Watch your numbers, Willie. Watch your numbers.
You guys start nickel and diming me. I'm gonna do it back. I'm just saying.
We tell on ourselves more than you catch us.
That's fair.
Okay,
Like a
and
million things
then
going on over here. Come on. I appreciate you all keeping it honest, though. I really do.
so does this hammer can you move it to like an actual square so it's not in the middle of 4 squares? It's not large, is it?
No, it's there.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna cinch up right there because he said to move closer to the hammer. I trust him. If anything, he's too trustworthy. So I'm moving on over.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just getting ready to drop my circle.
That puts everybody but Fitz inside the
Yeah,
circle.
I'm already resistant to necrotic.
Yep.
okay.
All right. Anything else for you, Willie?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Yndris.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna try and. Take this. I'm gonna cast Acid Splash again on the Brexit.
Okay.
The group is kind of split into two. Yndris, you're our beefcake over here. Come on.
Fails its save. Go ahead and roll damage.
Woo!
Save again.
Got it.
It's all good. That's quick 10 points of acid damage. Resisted down to nothing. The acid hits it square in the chest and just rolls off its stone-plated armor and is completely unaffected by it.
Well, ain't
Oh.
that a bitch?
Anything
Damn,
else
that
for
was
your
a
turn?
damn good roll, too. Fuck.
So I'm so mad right now, dude. The one time I actually hit that spell and it does nothing.
Yeah, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain.
All right,
Yeah,
that's it for
anything
my
else?
turn.
That's it. All right, Miss Holly.
So I'm gonna do Ice Knife on Sack. Wait, let me target this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a straight D20 first.
Working on it.
Ooh.
Nope.
It's getting closer.
It's not.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
It's not.
That will hit. go ahead and roll the piercing damage first. Okay. Now go ahead and roll the save and see if it's going to take the cold damage. It fails. Go ahead and roll the cold damage on it.
Oh, sorry, I did piercing again. Come on.
Hold on, let me give it that 5 back. Okay, go ahead. And it did 5 anyways.
Love it.
All right, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right, and just a friendly reminder to the players, make sure you are marking off your spell slots as we go along, please.
Yeah.
Mr. Braxat. He's got some.
Why do I feel like that was directed at me, huh?
It was actually for Pam.
Hey, I do Marco, okay?
You're a new player. That's all.
It's not a spell, but I did need to mark my rage. That's like magic.
What did I just do? Hold on a second. I just clicked a button. Something happened. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do that. He is going to take a step forward and kind of stick his head down between Godric and Yurndris and let out an acid breath at you two.
Huh.
Both of you fail.
Well, that explains why the acid just wiped off him.
And both of you take 19 points of acid damage.
It says me.
What?
Yeah, you
It
definitely
says-
had Holly targeted there.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, did I say? No, it's put its head between Godric and Yurndris, looked over at Yurndris, and let out a 15-foot cone of acid breath at Yurndris and Miss Holly.
Love
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay.
Sorry, I
It
may
was
have
it.
not
Yeah.
explained
No,
it
no, no. Yeah. No, I caught what you're saying. So it leaned its head down in between us, but it looked to
Right.
its left.
Got it. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Got it. Gotcha.
That ends its turn. Mr. Megapede gonna bite at Willie. Hit you for some piercing poison damage.
Is there no save on the poison?
No, because it's not trying to poison him, it's just poison damage.
Huh.
And then it's gonna,
Arguably, that's more of a venom, I feel like, technically.
however you want to look at it. But
Well, right. It'd be poison if Willie took damage when he ate him.
guys, pick and choose your battles. Just let it go. Just let it go.
it's gonna
You heard what he said. If we keep nitpicking, we're going to get in trouble. Come on. Just quit nitpicking. Let it go.
after it bites you, Willie, it's gonna turn its head around and look at you, Fitz. And it's just gonna kind of stare at you. And as you stare back into those big insectoid eyes of its, you just feel like a mini explosion kind of go off in your head, which you quickly shake off, but still feel some of the effects of. What just happened is a psychic bomb went off inside your head. You failed the save.
What do you mean?
Or sorry, you succeeded the save.
No, I was gonna say, like, holy shit.
So you're going to take half of 19. You take 9 points of psychic damage.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss.
And we are back to the top of the order.
Okay,
With
so
Godric.
seeing that Fitz is shifted over to the Megapede with Willie, I'm shifting, using my bonus action to shift my mace, spiritual mace, up for the Brexit.
All right.
And don't have to cast anything for this. Just gotta find it and hit with it. There you are.
Crit.
Ooh,
Don't
crit.
forget you get that extra D8 because you upcast it.
Yes.
That should have roll 2 more dice,
Okay.
and I'll take 2 off. There you go. So that would have been 19 points damage total.
Yep. Yep. And then clear that. Shift to me. I'll take a look at this Brexit with my mace. You.
Swing and a miss.
Of course, I miss. Yeah. But hey, I did a little bit of damage
It's
with the
not so
spiritual
much
mace.
that you're missing, it's that this thing has such heavy natural plated armor that you're just kind of like dinking off of it.
Gotcha. Okay. With that said, I'm gonna hold my position, so that will end my turn.
Alrighty. Fits. Because Willie moved, you would have to come around to the far side to get your advantage back for flanking. Yep. Perfect.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Called me boss, like I'm in charge of this or something. First swing hits 5 damage there. Second swing is gonna miss.
Oh. Okay. Wait, actually, hang on a second. I think there's something I can do, but... Oh. No, I can't right now.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Alrighty, Willie, you're up. You are flanking, you do get advantage.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to continue my rampage of violence. Targeting the right guy. All right, we're gonna swing.
That's a crit.
That's 72 there.
18 points of damage there.
I just rip off a chunk of its exoskeleton there straight away. No hesitation. Oh, I forgot to roll that. Drop another one. Advantage.
So that's a standard hit on that one.
There's the damage. No. This is my second attack action.
That'll hit.
The offhand bonus.
And that will hit.
Look.
4 for 4.
That dropping there. Boom. Hit him. Just the
There you go. Max damage on that last one. Too.
Oh! I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna yell over to Fitz and be like, when he drops, be ready to charge the other side.
I will nod in confirmation.
Alrighty.
That's
Anything else? That's it? Alright, you're Indris. You're up.
Well, I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on the weird rhino creature in front of me.
Okay. It fails its save and it is damaged, so it gets the D12. There we go. 12 points necrotic damage to it. Very nice.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right, Miss Holly.
I'm going to do Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Which element are you using? Is that Chaos Bolt or is that the other one? Hold on a second.
No, that's the other one. For Chaos Bolt, this is
Yeah, that's the chromatic orb. Sorry, I had them mixed up.
no worries. Let me do my D20.
No, it is Chaos Bolt.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I've got it pulled up right now.
Chaos Bolt?
Mm-hmm. So you.
I love that.
Choose one. Okay. So the way it actually works is you roll the damage, and then off the d8s, we take one of those, and you get to use that to determine the damage. So, okay, go ahead and roll the hit. Learning something new. You hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Okay. So the 3 is fire and the 2 is cold. Do you have a preference which type of damage you would like to do to it?
Fire.
That's what I thought. Okay. Good to go then. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
All right. With that, it is the Braxat's turn again. Is gonna swing down his great club at Godric for the first strike and hit. Get some bludgeoning damage. And you succeed your concentration check, so that's still going. The second one's going to come down on you, Holly. I'm going to hit you, so you get some bludgeoning damage. And we jump over to the Megapede. The bite is going on Fitz. Which hits. Some piercing poison damage for you. And then it's going to flip back around and stare into your soul, Willie. And let's see how you do against a life drain. You succeed.
You
So
stare into
you,
the Willy soul, it's going to stare back.
so by succeeding, you would take half of this necrotic damage, which would be 5, but that gets quartered because you are within the aura. So you actually only took 2. Let me give you 3 back. And top of the order to Godric.
All right, so see how far away is Fitz there. 45. Okay, Willie is 20. Okay, so this round I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word level 1 on. Wait, no, I'm not going to do that. Fitz has some type of healing of his own, doesn't he? I think he
Yes.
did. Yeah.
He is a
so
paladin.
I'm gonna.
So
Right. Yeah. So instead, I'm going to use that healing word on Willie.
all right, 8 points back to Willie.
Yeah. And my blessed healer will give me 3 back. And that's my bonus.
Yep.
And for my actual, I will use my mace.
That'll hit.
And okay, so I am going to use my divine strike.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say an action or bonus action or anything like that. It just says I gain the ability to infuse a weapon strike with divine energy once on each of my turns.
That's one of your cleric abilities, so it's not a spell.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
you're good to use that.
All right. Of course, it's going to be low numbers, but hey, it's something.
It's 6.
And
It's
bonus
2 more
action,
than it would have been
action.
without it. So
Right. And I'm not moving, so that'll end my turn.
all right, over to you, Fitz.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. Yeah, I am just gonna smack this dude some more.
You have yourself targeted before you start swinging.
Okay.
There you go. That'll hit. Five points of damage there. Second attack is going to miss.
Okay.
All right, so that was your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to do this round?
No.
Alrighty, Willie, you're up.
What? What's that ring? Good thing. Maybe peed. Course of action. All right. First hand attack right here coming at him. Hit. That.
Max damage, I like it.
Oh, we're gonna do a little advantage, but that's a crit. So
Yeah, I wouldn't even roll that again. It's a crit. Just go ahead and damage it out. There you go. 17 points there.
my second attack.
That is going to miss.
Both of those were 2. Okay, and then this is my final offhand attack. I don't. That.
That'll hit.
Oh. Damn it. Boom. That's it. Seems good. Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty. We can send it right now.
All right. Yerndris, you are up.
This time, I'm going to use my breath weapon on this thing, because I want to see it erupt in electricity.
There you go. Succeeds on his save. Let me double check. Where is your breath weapon? There we go. It will take half damage, so roll the damage against it still. All right. Looks like 6 points of lightning damage there. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
All right, Miss Holly.
Okay, so first things first. Wait. So close.
You're rolling 4s. Now you're rolling 2s. I don't think we have enough time to get down to the 1s, but
It won't. I'm gonna do ice knife again.
okay.
So
Just do it the
let's
exact
see.
same way you did last time. That'll hit. Some piercing damage coming. 9 points of it. All right, go ahead and roll a save. Succeeds. No cold damage. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right.
No, that's not one.
Over to the Braxat again. Yeah, we're not going to mess around with that this round. It's got a club for Yurndris. Hits. And a second one for Godric. Also hits. And you succeed your concentration check. Over to the Megapede. He stares down at you, Willie, and you feel your brain start to tingle. What's the range on your boost modifier, Fitz?
+5.
What's the range on it?
Oh, 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so he's not within that, and you fail your wisdom saving throw. You are going to take a bunch of psychic damage, and you are incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
I just like, oh.
Yeah, just think debilitating migraine. That's what just happened to you.
Why is he gotta pick on the brain of the dumb one in the group? Well, that's not right.
So as Willie goes, the Megapede then turns around and bites out at Fitz. Hitting. Some piercing poison damage. You are looking rough there, Fitz.
Yeah.
We are top of the round, back to Godric.
I don't want to do this. Okay. It's how far away are you? Okay. Well, I mean, okay. So before Fitz ends up on the ground, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level.
Quick 11 points back to Fitz there.
Yeah. And at a 3rd level, that's 5 back for me. I don't even know if I really. Oh yeah, I needed it. That is. Whoa! Don't go that far. Actions. Yeah, that is my bonus action. So my actual action will be to swing that mace again. Man, I just can't get good swings with this mace today. All right.
Well, it's not your mace, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going to call out to Miss Holly and say, shift over here behind me. And that will end my turn.
All right, we are over to you, Fitz.
Let's see. How fucked up am I?
Pretty
How
rough.
fucked up is fucked up. It's pretty dope.
I mean, I can barely see the red on your health bar after
I know
I
what's
just
wrong
healed
with
you.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Right?
Okay.
Like, I left you to heal yourself, Mr. Paladin. And now I had to stop and heal you.
It's like Fitz is using some good old lay on hands over there to touch himself a little bit.
Alright, and that is my turn, and I'm not.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he could kill me with one shot still.
Willie, you being incapacitated, nothing you can do for your turn there. We are over
I
to.
will, in fact, incapacitate.
Is there a way for him to wake up out of that?
It ends at the end of his turn. So he's no longer incapacitated, but he was incapacitated through his turn.
Gotcha.
So, Yundris, you are up.
I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead again
Okay.
for funsies.
Fails. Go ahead and drop those d12s.
Ooh.
14 points of necrotic damage there. Anything else for your turn?
Say get fucked, and then I'm gonna not do anything else.
I think that's like your motto. You shout that a lot. Miss Holly,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm gonna move behind Godric.
Okay.
Can I do anything else?
That's just your movement. You still have an action and a bonus action.
I'm gonna say take as much movement as you can away from this thing. Just stay behind me. Like I don't want you any closer than this thing than you have to be. But I definitely don't want him to have an open shot to you anymore.
So that
gonna
thing has a 10-foot reach, as you know, because it hit you before. You can't move. I mean, you could take like another half step, but that would be about it without taking an attack of opportunity from it.
That's fine. I'm gonna do Chaos Bolt again.
Okay.
That's a lot better position than she was in.
Yeah.
All right, your magic's stable. Go ahead and roll it. That'll hit. You want 4 or 8? 4 is force, 8 is thunder.
Thunder.
All right, you do a full 17 damage to it. Anything else?
Nice. That's it.
You say that, and all I can hear is AC/DC in my head.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Alright, it is the Braxat's turn. Club for Yindris. Hits. And another one for you, Godric. Also hits. Succeed your concentration saving throw. Over to the Megapede. The Megapede stares down at you, Fitz, its little mandibles clittering, and you feel that itch in your brain again. Succeed on your saving throw. So you're going to take half of this year's psychic damage, which is 14 points. And then it whips around and it's got a bite for you, Willie. And it nat ones. Fitz and Willie, you both get an attack of opportunity on the Megapede. You're muted if you're saying anything, Eric.
I said, fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Don't forget your advantage. You are flanking still.
Fucking fuck this. Peed up.
You're going to hit, Willie.
Fucking pedo, but
And you're going to hit as well, Fitz.
So close.
So close.
Look at that shit. That's as hurt as I was a minute ago.
So close.
Good.
But with that, we are top of the round, and it is 12:02, so we are going to stop it here for the night, folks. Good game, good game.
Oh, come on. We can hold out for one more round and finish these things off.
It's 2 after, and I've got company waiting, so we're going to call it here. Good game, good plays, guy. We'll see what...
Yeah, no, that was fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out next week. I think I got you guys on the fence a little bit here. So, thanks anybody who came to watch the stream. Special shout out to Ricky and Trooper for dropping that follow. If you like the stream, make sure you drop the follow so I can continue making the videos. I don't make any money off this, but you know, it's getting followers and seeing you in the comment box just makes it worthwhile to put it forth the extra effort and give something for the world to enjoy. So with that, good night, and I will see you all next Friday or Wednesday if you watch DMDBI's stream on Twitch. Night.